Hello, Bible Jim here. How much do you think about death? Do you think about it a lot? Because we're all going to die. Every one of us is going to die. And if you don't have any faith, if you don't believe in a God, then it's just kind of like you live and then you die, and that's it. But there's so much more to it than that. So much more to it than that. And I want to just share a little bit with you here this morning. God, we were separated from God. Sin separated us from God. So God came down to earth as a human being, and we called him Jesus. And Jesus lived among us, had the disciples that he chose, taught people, and then he suffered and died on the cross. And then the disciples were like devastated because Jesus was gone. But then Jesus rose from the dead. He rose from the dead. Now, there's many other religions out there. There's Buddha, there's Allah, there's all kinds of religions with gods out there. Muhammad. But none of them talk about their leader still being alive. But we as Christians follow a God that died and came back to life. He rose from the dead. And he tells us this. He tells us, now, because I rose from the dead, I have a promise to those of you that believe in me, that you too will rise from the dead. That you too will come out of your grave just like I did. Now, people, this is incredible hope. This is incredible. There are funerals all over the world where people die, loved ones die, and they have no hope at all. They have no hope. That's why there's so much tears and so much mourning and crying, because there's no hope. But we as Christians have this incredible hope. Though we die, we have promise from Jesus that just like he rose from the dead, that we too will rise from the dead. Now I'm going to talk about this more in the days ahead, because it is just so important. We're going through the book of 1 Corinthians where it talks about the resurrection of Jesus, and it promises us that we too will rise from the dead. So I want to give you this incredible hope that if you put your faith in Jesus, that if you believe that Jesus is God in human flesh, if you believe that Jesus suffered and died on a terrible death on the cross to pay the price for your sins, and if you believe that he then was put in the grave and that he then rose from the dead, and you believe that and you put your faith in that, says then you will be saved. And then with that salvation comes this incredible promise that just like Jesus rose from the dead, that you too then will rise from the dead. Wow. This is incredible hope. And not just rise from the dead for another lifetime. You know, there's some people that believe in reincarnation, that you live your life, you die, and then you come back again and live another life. But no, Jesus gives us way more than that. Jesus says, you will rise from the dead and live with me for eternity. That means forever and ever and ever, with absolutely no end. People, that's incredible hope. That is incredible hope. Hold on to that hope. Hold on to it. Paul says it's of first importance. It's the most important thing you could possibly do. Bible Jim signing off. I'll have another one for you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.